Alright, I just gave the game a save, and that way I don't lose anything that I was working on. I'm going to be giving it kind of a cosmetic upgrade like what it has here. So let's first start with signage and then move to lighting, and then to finish we'll put the walls and grass and trees and stuff. So I got the lane entering sign. This side I'll probably just put a sign to say this lane exits. I don't really need a hazard sign. And I also don't need a lane entering sign here because this lane, even though it meets the highway, it merges, so it's not really needed. I don't think I need any more hazard signs. What I do need though is overhead signs. So we'll put those in. Let's start off with the 6S direction sign because it's 3 lanes. Is that too close? That's too close, but is this, he's coming on, you see the lane goes through. Okay, we'll do that. And then in the other direction, I need a sign to indicate that that lane's splitting. I think it's a type 1 exit. Type 3. Type 3? Yeah, type 3. So stick it about there, because there's a spot for it. Could go here. Yeah, let's put it here, because that way it lines up with the other sign. It looks a little bit better. Maybe just on this side, put a little sign indicating that it's exiting. You can find these. These are what I use here is the GTR sign pack, which was made for my region by Mandelsoft. Can be a little finicky to place though. There we go. And we'll put that type 3 sign over here as well. And then kind of a starting sign over here. Yeah, there we go. Kind of just at the start of it. Set. I think that looks a little bit closer. Yeah, it looks a bit better. Oh, I know what I need on this side. I need a lane end sign. Hazard sign. Because unlike the other side where the lanes actually begin and end, begin and terminate there, this lane actually ends. So this is my lane end sign. I'll stick that guy right here and put another one here to remind the motorist that it ends, I don't know, about here. It's basically merge and end. And maybe a direction sign here just saying that both lanes are going to be continuing through. That's just a standard RHW4 direction sign. Elevated. Elevated. Yeah, here it is. Now, I want it for both directions, so maybe about here. Just saying that both go. And maybe I'll put in a speed sign. Yeah, I'll put a speed sign right here, so I'll move this one back a bit. Because speed signs, unlike the other ones, they like being built on flat terrain, and this is a flat segment. Yeah, so it will work right. So it's 100 kilometers an hour, so I'll just put this one here. And this side's slowing down. That's close to the lane end sign. That's okay. Maybe we'll just have a big sign up saying that the lane ends. That's not the quite one I want. RHW6S lane ends. God, it just comes over here. Doesn't look quite right. It's like sticking out. It almost looks like it's for the 6C or something. Unless it wants it to be over there. Whatever works, right? Maybe for the 8S it looks a bit better. Basically, you just got to find one that works for you. Yeah, that's a better one. This basically says lane ends and reduce speed and everything. There we go. I don't really need that anywhere else. I think that's good for information. So I'll just give it a beautification treatment. I like all the tiles surrounding the RHW to have just simple grass texture, so they're not obstructed by trees and shrubs. That way you can't actually see the highway that I put all the work into. Until, of course, development swallows it like this. But that's just my play style. So just kind of have it parallel. Kind of just like that. And these center parts here I can put in trees or lighting or whatever else have you. Give this a slope while I'm at it. It's not the kind of the slope I want though. Kind of doing the same on this side, because it's kind of depressed, right? This root. So by keeping it doesn't quite get level until here. That looks alright. I guess I can join these avenues up, at least for the time being. Should there be an intersection? I guess it's closer to the interchange. Oh well, I'll just hook them up for now. I'll definitely fix it up when I develop the area. It's back to placing open grass areas. I don't know if that's needed. People know that ends. And next we'll do lighting. I use the small high mass lighting towers. I used to use the big ones. Big ones were just way too monstrous. They were like this one right here. So these ones are a little bit smaller by comparison, a little bit more realistic. The other ones are just gigantic. I think we'll just start with one right here. Nothing needs to be perfect, just give it a decent look. Right, there's a big one, there's a small one. And then if this is going to be an arterial, I don't really need high mass lighting because avenues have their own lighting system. And then maybe just put one here in front of the sign. And then one here just below the sign. This is probably a good spot right here. Not there. These things can be routed to what corner of the tile you want so it looks a little bit better, according to what your tastes are. Sometimes I like to have lighting over here, but it's going to be pretty lit up because it's an urban interchange, so I really don't need to worry about that. Having a light tower here right next to homes isn't really the look I'm going for. So this is where the lighting starts. So maybe I like having kind of a zigzag. So one here, one there, one here, one there. So maybe just have it go right here, and that way I can put one in the corner here. One in like this corner. And then 1 and 2, or is that too close? One there. Ah, nobody's perfect. I guess I can just redo the pattern. So maybe just put it here, and then have one on this side, somewhere around here. Blocks the view of the sign. That's too close. That's good. Have it close to the entrance lane here so people can see where they merge in. And I'll just throw one here. That way it all works out. Kind of blocks the view of the sign. But here it doesn't. So I'll just put it here. So that way it works. And then just finish the rest up with open grass area. This is 4 tiles away. Does this need to be a full intersection? Yes, it does, because there's no way to get over here from the other direction. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Hopefully that connects fine. Again, this slope I would never do again. But for old time's sake, I'm going to be keeping it. Actually, I wanted another... Actually, that's okay. It's just going to be a stub of a road because it's going to have to kind of just end there. There's no real place for it to go. So that looks okay. On this side, I guess this avenue will work. Let's fill in these holes of a tile. And fix these sound walls up. Work on the sound walls. Put in the curved parts first. Yeah, move the light tower over a bit. And then for these, what you can do is you can build a piece that kind of hovers over the next tile. So it kind of works just like that. That way you can build sign pieces and stuff without hesitation. So that works. And then over here, since this is kind of a depression, I want to keep the grass area there to retain it. So I'll probably go, I guess it can kind of transition here. There's a curve, so I got room for the grass anyway. Wherever the bend wants to go. On this side, to give it a more uniform look, I'll just put it here. That's good. I'll worry about decorating up this multi-highway later. Or I can just do it now. I think there's just barely enough room to get it to work. Just kind of need to level up the slopes a little bit. Oops. Oops. Sometimes it doesn't like it when I rotate them. Ah! And here there's an extra buffer. I guess that's where I put signs and stuff. But on this side, can I use a buffer? Because there's a road here. Oh, the sound wall lines up that way, so I'll just leave it be. And that looks pretty good. I'll worry about signage here a little bit later. And we'll just put in some trees. I have a special type of tree type. Blends in with the open grass area pretty well. Those are really only the open spots. I don't really have large, vast areas. Oh, yeah, I forgot to put in the arterial signage in here. I kind of just like a yellow sign like this. Yeah, just put that in there so it directs traffic as to where it's going. Doesn't really need to be perfect. Actually, it needs to point the other way. Yeah, there we go. So is this one I need to go the opposite way? There we go. Nothing fancy, just something for looks, make it look good. Not really a road geek, just want it to look good. Oh, forgot to do these parts. So that looks good. Good enough for maybe a UDI video or U-Drive video. Just fix up these zones. Extend this a little bit more to give it a uniform look. throw in a bus stop or something in the vacant lot, and then over here can be that forest part. It's not the right one. That's it. Couple of bus stops. You know what? I'm just going to make this all a park. Screw the bus stops. It's a good spot for a park. What kind of park do I have that fits in? That looks pretty nice. And just a bunch of forest here, so it works out. Yeah, there we go. On this side, I can kind of do zoning though. I'll just put that in for now. I'm sure I'll fix up this area when I work on developing it. So zoning on all sides is good. So that's all set. It's all ready to go. So I'm going to give it a save. I'm going to end the stream. Maybe I'll record a UDI video of me just driving down the road so you can get a feel of it before it gets swamped. And yeah, that'll do it for me. I hope you enjoyed the stream. It took a little while. It took a lot of painstaking stress to build the little extension here. But I finally got the interchange with a little bit of cheating of sneaking the avenue down there. But it looks good. And it doesn't really affect the look or form capacity of the road at all because it just ends down here. That's good. And it ends up and it blends really well. So yeah, and I got a little park and a little redevelopment, a little rezoning, and proper sloping, which is a big plus when I am retrofitting an old city. So I'll just end it there. Have a good night, guys. See you later.